What's up, guys? I just wanted to recap the last video. It's kind of an odd video, okay? So last night, one phone call, I'm like, don't talk to me, I fell asleep, whatever.
I'm like, who is calling my husband at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, it like rings over and over, and I was like, someone really wants to talk to me, so I'll answer the phone. And right off the bat, it's like some really exciting stuff. And like 5 minutes later, I was like, you know what? I should probably take advantage of the moment because not often do I get a call like this, and that it could be entertaining for YouTube. So I stepped out of the room, went to the balcony, hit the record on the other device, put them on speaker, and you commented in on that. Wow, a lot of comments. Hold on, let me pull the wire, babe. So a lot of comments came in, and I just ruined my tripod. Let's hey, we gotta. The iPhone 12 is really heavy. It's like too much for this $30 tripod. Anyways, thanks for still being with us, even though we shook your face into the ground. So Mike Boyacek comments in. Mike, wait, where did the comments go? Did they just disappear? Mike, wait a minute.
Click on that video.
Oh. And then click on the comments.
View more.
View more.
Search
Okay.
doesn't know how to use YouTube.
Dude, I think Mike just deleted them. Because I answered one of them. Babe, where were they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here they are. Yeah. I barely know how to use
And
my
he's
own.
calling himself a YouTuber. Doesn't even know how to open the comments, how to see the comments. Where did they disappear?
Babe, that's like me saying you have a kitchen and you don't know how to use it.
I know how to use it.
You do?
I do.
Oh, she does. She actually does know how to make good sandwiches.
And he actually...
A little bit more than that, actually. Anyways, on with it, right? So I wanted to recap, like, the video, the whole situation. Give a big thank you for the caller. I'm sure he will let you know if he wants to be known. But what happened was the caller, he is the whole reason of the existence of Springfield, Massachusetts to be known to me and maybe some of you now, because I'm conveying that forward. He's seen me on some forums or seen my videos, and he said, hey, my friend's gonna have Unit 7 ready. The truck you see always in the intro, right? My friend's gonna have a truck ready to go on the road in a month or two. Maybe you should drive it. Your experience might qualify. And so I said yes, and that was back 2017. And I spent good 2.5 years in Massachusetts trucking and building on my car hauling resume. Little did I know that I would be offered a fictitious wedding bride for money and under the disguise of like real love. And so I went out with that girl. We went ice skating.
You're not talking about me, right?
No.
Just kidding.
Which was the cousin of the woman. And it made me really angry when I found out later that was what's up. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to get out of here. And I'm going to leave on bad terms. And I don't care. I'm just out. And the whole thing with the drugs and the kids combined. And I was like, I just want to get away from you people. And then later, as it turned out, one of the kids blew his brains out with drugs. He's like a vegetable now. Seriously, I kept in touch with his mom, asking about him. And she's afraid of her own son. Because his personality changed. Because he mixed mushrooms or... Somebody mixed in some crazy drugs. He took him.
It's still in him?
It it altered his mind, something in his brain permanently.
Really?
Yeah, and he has to take other drugs to calm him down. Either he tried to like overdose, commit, take his life or something, and it didn't work out, and it changed his personality. So this all happened after I left. I see this kids in the yard, and I was like, you don't need to be smoking. You don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be drinking. Let me show you something. There's a thing called the throttle on a car. By the way, I got a 69 Camaro on the back of the truck. I got to put it on the front of the truck. Do you think you could handle backing it off the trailer while I make sure it doesn't scratch on the ramps? Can you let go of the brake pedal and push it back? Let go and push it and idle it down? And that kid, the one that fried his brain, I trusted him. I had enough trust in him to offload a Camaro off Unit 7 in the yard there across from the Victory grocery store, because I had to restack the cars on my truck. And I was like, guys, why don't you help me out with the cars? You don't need to be doing drugs, and I'll take you to Crepes restaurant, and you can buy anything off the menu, and we can talk to the girls at Crepes. And that's what Mike Boychuk, he commented about Crepes. It's a great place to eat.
Crepes?
Yeah, Blinchiki is the
Crepes.
restaurant. We're gonna have to go there sometime. It was like great memories, and unfortunately, my boss, I was like, man, everyone's afraid of you in the town, right? You could do a lot of things that are like leadership traits and get these kids involved to learn something.
Wait, who were those kids? Were they working there, or like how old were they?
Church kids, non-church kids, there's like 4 of them.
Why were they in the yard?
Like helping, doing like helper work, like changing tires.
So they came to work and started doing drugs?
No, in town I'd see them. It's a very small town. It's like a village, right? It's like car hauling Mecca village. Everyone there is a car hauler, and I've talked about it before. Why are all these Slavs and other people that are car haulers in this small town, Springfield, Massachusetts? It's because if you look at it at the map, there's one major intersection, one major interstate that goes north and south, and another one east and west.
That's it.
That crosses through there. It's like the crossroads of New England. That's what Springfield, Massachusetts is. That's why they hold the Big E there. The Big E is the big eastern states get together in the fall, which where I grew up in Minnesota, they have a thing called State Fair, and everyone in Minnesota shows up. Maybe a couple people from Wisconsin. But here, it's everyone from New York, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, even New Jersey show up to the Big E. The big eastern states get together in the fall. So that's why it's a great place for trucking. That's why I was like scratching my head when I showed up there the first few months. I was like, where are all these car haulers? Why are they congregating in the city? That's why. Because you got all these big northeastern cities there. So we're working at the yard, I see these kids smoke, and I was like, you guys don't need to be doing that. There's something better. The gas pedal on a car. Let me show you how it works. You step on it, the car goes, makes beautiful sounds, angels rejoice inside the engine, and you don't even need to go to church to be saved by God, because just hearing that sound, you're like, man, there is a God. Somebody created that sound. There's got to be a God, because evolution can't create that sound that an engine makes. Only God can make science that'll create that sound, or that'll create the man that designed the engine. And, like hemispheric engine. Do you know what hemi means? Hemisphere? Do you know what that means? They got the cylinder in the shape of a hemisphere. And it explodes better, punches the piston better, makes more horsepower. You can burn out tires, right?
Well said.
What can be more simpler or manly or cooler than that, So I get these kids...
the best preacher out here.
I get these kids excited about that stuff, and I was like, look, did you know New York City is like 2-hour drive here? I was like, Kalitni, get in my car. We're going to New York City. She's like, I don't have any money. I was like, don't worry about it. I got paid yesterday, truck driver money. You know, we got a $60 parking ticket on the Toyota in New York. Who cares, right? It was good. And so it's too bad that I couldn't stay there. You know, that the leadership was kind of like putting a glass ceiling on me and saying, Serge, you and your ideas, they're going to get you nowhere. And unfortunately later, they had to send their little brother overseas because if he's going to be here, the law might put him in jail. So I'm not the one that said all this stuff. You know, notice how in the clip, yesterday's talk, right? As soon as I brought that up, they were like, "Were you there?" They were like, so like trying to discredit me. It's like public information. Just don't ever do drugs. Don't ever do drugs. Don't do anything near drugs. Never. I mean, how many things got ruined because of drugs? A little bit of drugs here in this situation. You know, how many dreams? You know, my car hauling dream for working with Unit 7 in the company there, and I just got thrown out the window, and I said, I got to get out of here before this affects me in a way. And here I am in Miami, beautiful paradise, with a beautiful, hot basketball princess wife. Okay, you could get there too, just don't do stupid drugs. Okay, and like, it's so easy to get rich, famous, successful, popular, everything you want, healthy. You know what the answer to that is? Just don't do drugs. Don't even start. Just stay away from it.
Alcohol.
Drugs, alcohol is drugs. People say drugs and alcohol. That's what they said yesterday in the video. They said, no, he didn't do drugs. He did alcohol. Same thing, mind-altering substance. But the only reason why they separated alcohol from drugs is for marketing. So they can market alcohol. Alcohol is a drug. Your love is my drug, man. Yeah, so you seen me wearing that shirt, some pop pills, pop bottles. We solve our problems with wide open throttles. You know, like, I can't say that enough. I mean, so anyways, on with the questions, right? So big thank you to the guy who got me involved in that, you know. Again, so, brother, this guy is out the Looney Tunes comic. Also, Serge, you make a good point. Just because something is legal doesn't mean that morally it's correct for a Bible-believing Christian. Exactly. Legal and lawful are two different things. Study that. Study laws. You know, laws cannot be broken. Okay, gravity cannot be broken. You know, there's a law is something that cannot be broken. You could twist the law, you know, and then it'll go back straight. It'll come back. Okay, you can only temporarily, didn't like Isaac Newton or somebody say, you could temporarily escape gravity. Everything that goes up must come down. Eventually, it's going to come back down. Eventually, it's going to be back to the law, right? An airplane will fly up, and then it'll come back down sooner or later. Learn laws. Learn the laws of God, and learn how they work, and tune in with those, and you will be successful, rich, powerful, famous, and God will be happy with you, and that's how it works. Legal stuff is just contracts, right? It's like our rental car agreements. If you give us $50, we'll let you drive the Lexus for one day. You know, that's legal stuff. That's like agreements, you know? So, yeah. Next question. We are all holy good Christians until boy needs a cooch and blunt phone. Lawyer uses curses like, bro, you all need Jesus. Crying, happy, smiley face. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. He got me to say smoke Jesus. I was wondering, where is this? And then you hit him with crepes. Dang, bro, shout out to Springfield, Westfield. I really have a lot of nostalgic feelings about that place, and make sure you guys look it up. If you're new, if you don't know about Springfield, Westfield, Massachusetts, if you're ever in that area, look up this restaurant, Crepes. Go, eat some good Slavic cooking. It's delicious. I really spent a lot of money on the meals there. A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that good?
Yeah, I'd get, they have a Power Shot smoothie, green smoothie drink for $6,
Shot?
right? Yeah, it's called Power Shot Smoothie, green drink out of like spinach and cucumbers and lemon and
yeah.
stuff. You're like,
I'm sure you would love it.
yeah, so it's $6, right? You know what? I ordered a whole picture of it. Poor waitress girl has to take a big pot of vegetables and grind it all through the juicer at the bar. And I got a picture of it, and I drank most of that picture most of the time. And I'd be like, hey, waitress girl, you want half a cup of it? You could have some too. But like after a truck driving trip, I would drink a lot of that because I just want to be healthy and wealthy. Your health is your wealth. So, yeah, go visit it up. Look up that place and torture them. I mean, they probably don't work there anymore, the people that work there then. Also, Mike comments, this guy on the phone was such a clown, but I'm not trying to be like, why you gotta bring Ukrainians into the insults? Come on, with everything going on. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Do you know what's going on? Today at the body shop, somebody pulls up an Lexus RX straight from the salvage auction. And instead of asking, hey, I heard this is a good shop. You might be able to fix our cars. Is there a chance you could get a SID? What's up, price? Blah, blah, blah. Vodka, Boris Yeltsin to you guys. How are you? And instead, first thing they ask is, are you from Moscow? My Uncle Alex just almost straight up flipped. He was like, what? You got a smashed car you brought here. Don't, what? If I were to say, yes, I'm from Moscow, would that make our deal any sweeter? Would you expect a discount or pay me a better rate? Or what? Like, we were talking about that all afternoon. So, the point I'm trying to make is, why should I stop my condensed milk and mayonnaise joke that I've been saying for years about Ukrainians, right? As a joke, as like a friendly thing, right? I mean, right? Well, I think all Slavs can be applied to that. But for some reason, I put Ukrainians in that category years ago. Why should I stop that just because someone is doing a business deal right now, right? Some international bankers. So that's my question. So don't be upset. If you are, then I don't know. Go drink some condensed milk. So, yeah, and then Mark M commented, he doesn't know enough English to know that gay also means happy. I was like, that was good nostalgic stuff for those of you that have been following me since the old channel and stuff like that. Also, another thing I want to say in this video, the Wicked Witch of the West is flying in right now, also known as the Antichrist daughter, my older sister Veronica. Remember I recorded a couple of clips and had her in the past? I recorded a couple of clips of her angry with me within the last 2 weeks or so. I didn't publish those. I'll put a link, unlisted link to that in the description below if you are insane enough to watch that. Just more reason why you should be very, very careful getting your family involved in your car hauling American dream or any kind of American dream. I hope we can finally get over the fact of put that Ferrari falling off the trailer, insurance claim, and deductible fees, and all the problems that brought. I hope we can put that all in the past now, and my sister and I just go to the beach. She can visit us. We can go paddleboarding, fishing. I don't know, enjoy South Florida where we live, because all these years, because of that conflict, my sister didn't want to hang out And now she does for some reason. Maybe all hell's gonna break loose when she comes back. We're kind of scared. We're kind of scared to have her on our couch. But I gotta pick her up at the airport in like 3 hours. So, in 2 hours tonight. But tomorrow we'll go to Sarasota with her first thing. Maybe Naples. Maybe we'll see the Dome homes. We're trying to see those with Val, but the current was just too strong for our paddleboard that time. So maybe we'll have a chance now and shoot a couple of beautiful views for you from that while it lasts, because you know a hurricane's going to take those dome homes out next time they hit. So I'm kind of excited for the weekend, but I don't know. How are you feeling about? I mean, good things are probably going to happen. Good things are probably going to happen. So, what else is going on? Lemon Law lawyer Mark says about the Ford Explorer. She Dasha wants to go to bed and just cuddle. It's so nice to cuddle. What else did we want to say? No, is that the news? Is that
okay? Good
We just
night.
had some people try the hyperbaric chamber, so the word's getting around town. Oh, here's what I want to talk about. Someone commented before. This is important.
Okay, if important, okay.
Someone commented before that we should have put our money in paddleboard business, rental business, and do that instead of the rental cars. And we probably should have done that. However, we still can do that. And boy, do I have some news for that, if you're interested. The old Miami Marine Stadium, where they did the boat racing, it's a great place to do that. They don't allow anything there except, guess what? Paddle boarding and free parking lots. Free parking lots. Free parking. And it goes to the beautiful island. I didn't edit the video yet, but I've posted little clips of it on Instagram. It's a perfect place to sail to a deserted island with a beautiful view of Miami in the background. So I seen a stingray there. There's marine life there. There's beautiful swimming area. If it's windy at the beach, it's not too windy here because it's in the inlet and it's close enough to the ocean where the water's still nice and fresh, not like river water from like the rivers affecting it in a bad way. So maybe you see the solution I could bring to the picnic or the Sunday. We've been doing Sunday meetings there twice so far with Alex, the promoter Alex, producer Alex, not promoter, producer Alex. He really wants to. He fell in love with paddleboarding too, and doing these paddleboard meetings where girls love to come. I mean, this weekend we're gonna have like 5 single girls that we know of. I know you truck drivers would love to go paddleboarding with some of our single girlfriends, right? So what a cool place to hang out and do and network and enjoy South Florida and take a break from trucking. So I think the Peterbilt motorhome's going to be put to use for that in the near future. I think that's what I want to use it for, because it was a race boat hauler. Why not start with paddleboard racing? That's all we can do at this point. But we could also offer a solution where we'd have power, shower, 200 gallons of water, freshen up in the lounge, stay out of the sun. We could cook food out of the motorhome. We could have a bathroom, which they don't have a public bathroom there, but we got our own in the motorhome, right? A shower, place to change, and then go to church on Sunday. So, what do you think? That could be a breakthrough in our paddleboard American dream, rental dream, something. I actually bought a paddleboard today too. It's coming on Amazon. Dasha didn't like me doing that, but I did it because you guys commented. We got to put effort into that. So, where should we take this? Should we ask you guys to invest in this paddleboard dream? Should I get more detail presenting you the opportunity? Let me know in the comments below about that. And what else did we want to say? Is that it? Should we talk about your model? Dasha doesn't want to talk about her modeling.
I thought you were just talking about that video, right?
No, well, I'm just talking to my friends, babe. I can't talk to my friends.
No, I thought it's gonna be a certain video, but...
Love your faces. Come on down, Florida. Florida's hot. Miami is hotter. So come visit, take a load down here.
Bye!